Let me tell you why it's so important to live in the present. And I'm sure you hear that all the time. Stay in the present, stay in the present. And you're like, okay, yeah, it's just like a normal little cliche that everybody says, stay in the present, right? But here's why it is so important. I was listening to Joe Dispenza this morning, and he was saying that when you are not present, your brain automatically goes to the programming that's already been there habitually in your brain. So let's say you're driving to your job. You know how to get there. You've done it many times. So you go into this autopilot and you just drive, right? You completely zone out. Have you ever had those moments where you're like, you start at point A and you get to point B and you're like, I don't even know how I got here. How did I do this? I don't know. It's because you followed a program that was in your brain. Your brain already knew that you're going to be on this road, you're going to take these turns, and if there's traffic, you're going to do this, right? That's allowing your brain to just focus on what's happening always. That's always happened in the past. That keeps you in the past, and it perpetuates that story, that program that you've had over and over and over again in your present and into your future. If you want to change your future, you need to start being present, because when you're in the present, you start focusing on these new things that come before you, and they allow you to choose. They allow you to decide, do I want to go this way or do I want to go this way? And it allows you to accept and introduce these new things into your life, allowing you to change your future. It's all about this whole, like, when you're trying to manifest, it's all about acting as if, right? And you say, how am I supposed to act as if my life is like this? Of course, if you live in the present, you just tell yourself, be very aware. I am going to live in the present today. I am going to just follow whatever comes to me and see what happens and decide there. It's that choose your own adventure book thing, right? I'm going to choose at that point which way I want to go. Then you completely decide to ignore the programming that you already have in your brain, and you start choosing differently. And when you start choosing differently, you start creating new wires, new synapses wiring in your brain, and things start connecting in different ways. And your brain is like, wait a second, we're not used to this. We're used to the habit. We're used to just being able to zone out. No, you're saying, no, today, not today, not today. We are going to do something new. We're going to do something different. Even minor changes can change that programming in your brain. So start with something small and let it go. And just allow yourself to be present in that moment. And I know sometimes it's not easy to just be present all the time. Sometimes you're like, I just can't. I have to go in autopilot. And he was talking about in this video, he was talking about how, like, a lot of times we're sitting there and we're driving, we're trying to think through the day, like, okay, today I'm going to do this, it's going to take me this time to do this. At this time, I got to do this. I got to pick up my kids at this time. And that is all a program. If you get yourself out of that program and decide, I'm just going to flow with the day, then you will start to create new connections in your brain, new habits, and things can change for you. If you're stuck with manifestation, you're trying to bring some things to you, you're trying to attract the new things to you, but you're continuing to do the same thing you do every single day in and day out, it's not going to come. You're not going to align, because that's a different version of yourself, and you want to align with a different version of yourself. You need to start being present. That's why it's important to be present, because it means that you create new connections in your brain, creating the new version of yourself, getting yourself on the new frequency. And have a great day.